What up, y'all? It's part 2 of Warzone, and time just flies as we are in episode 31 of MFW here at Warzone. I am your host, your commentator, your friendly neighborhood Roman Empire, and I'm so glad you join us yet again as we kick off with undisputed women's tag team action. Birds of Prey, Batgirl Black Canary, looking to take on a team, the only team that has defeated them thus far, the Teen Titans Starfire and Raven, this time with a potential title shot on the line. Obviously they've beaten them once before, but if they can beat them again, the Teen Titans will have earned a title shot against Black Canary and Batgirl. I am looking forward to the upcoming pay-per-view, not so far off in the distance, Infinity, where two important briefcases will be on the line for Warzone here. It is the Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase. For Fight Night is the Ultimate Contingency Plan briefcase, guaranteeing title shots at a time and place of the holder's choosing. But before we can get there, we got a whole lot of matches on the way. And this is where we start for this episode with women's tag team action. Obviously the Teen Titans, Cyborg and Beast Boy, just recently, as we saw in the last episode, in part 1, lost their world's finest tag team championships to the Legion of Doom. That's not gotta be a good look for the Teen Titans, so you have to imagine a bit of pressure on Raven and Starfire here to get some results and potentially get a title match in the future. Teen Titans, Beast Boy and Cyborg probably looking for a rematch for those tag team championships, but on the way there's no guarantees that they'll get it or that they can recapture the gold. So as we get started here, Birds of Prey obviously on the same page, feeling good about their chances in this match after we've seen a couple of singles matches. Raven faced off against Black Canary, DDT to Batgirl with impact to start things off, and Starfire faced Batgirl, and both matches won by Birds of Prey members. So they're probably feeling very good about this non-title rematch with the Teen Titans. If they could pick up a solid win, obviously fending off some potential threats to their championship reign. Thank you once again, I have to say, for joining me for this many episodes so far. Always astonishes me that there's so much support. It means the world. So I am sincerely grateful. And we get past that mushy stuff and get right back to tag team action. Big miss on the hip attack, seating herself unceremoniously on that top turnbuckle as Batgirl takes advantage. Later on tonight, German suplex. Speaking of that ladder match we mentioned, Lex Luthor has challenged Loki for the spot he won in that battle royal, playing off the pride and arrogance of Loki. Loki really has no reason to put that spot on the line, but perhaps he'll answer that challenge simply because he believes he cannot be beaten. Gory special there, and a tag made to Black Canary. That'll be our main event, Lex Luthor versus Loki for that spot in that ladder match. Lex Luthor, ever the opportunist. Gotta imagine he's coming in with a plan. Wait a minute. Tiger feint kick went around Batgirl in the process. It's an impressive feat of athleticism there. Raven has really been worked over, unable to tag Starfire into this match at all. We'll also have more women's action following this match. The Multiversal Women's Champion taking on another potential challenger in Mera. Saw her put away Susan Storm recently. Oh, wait a minute. Nevermore nails it. Quickly into the pin is Raven. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Only the 2. As we mentioned, saw Jean Grey take on Susan Storm. Each had 2 members of their factions as backup. In the end, Jean Grey successfully defeating Susan Storm now looking to do the same with the Queen of Atlantis. As Starfire is finally in this matchup, taking the offense to Black Canary, and things have started to turn around for the Teen Titans. Ooh! As I say that, spinning heel kick, catching Starfire and ending that momentum very quickly into that signature triangle armbar in the corner. Using those long legs though as leverage as she fights out. Damage might be done to the arm though. Black Canary now trying to keep Starfire in the corner. Oh, this could be it. Canary Cry already aimed at Starfire. Into the pin. Batgirl getting into the intercept. But it's not. Oh, Billy Bowtie. Oh, these poor referees. Just sandwiched as Raven got into the ring. Why are you taunting? Black Canary, your partner's getting kicked in the face. That was a questionable call. I think I would have tried to save my partner in that moment. Billy Bowtie getting back to his feet. I promise you they have insurance. Their medical bills are paid for. Ricky Refshed, Billy Bowtie, totally kept in top condition. We can't afford to pay any other referees, so we only have those two. We have one for pay-per-view sometimes. Regardless, what I'm saying is we treat them right. Oh, wait a minute. And the face buster. Thought she might have been going for that supernova knee, but no, went for a sliding complete shot. Busting the faces. Hopped up, but didn't stop the Meteora. Hand-springing right into it, essentially. And now Starfire going back to the top turnbuckle, perhaps going for... Could we see a... Yes, there it was, the Swanton Bomb, but she missed. Rolled out of the way. And right back into the triangle armbar is Black Canary. Can she get her to tap this time? Wrenching on that hold. Starfire fighting. Can she get out? Finally getting the leverage to fight out of it again. But the damage is repeatedly being done to that arm. So you gotta wonder. Ooh! Big elbow! Forearm shot. Catching Black Canary hard. Raven looking for the tag there. And the tag is made. Setting her up on the top turnbuckle. Could maybe see a double backdrop here. Down she goes. Not looking good so far for the Birds of Prey. They started off strong in this match, but there's been a shift. Going for that leverage pin. Canary powers out. But, oh! Backstabber to the spine of Batgirl from Starfire is now Raven stomping away. That combination. Big swinging side slam. And Batgirl just no-sold it. Just handspringing to her feet after taking that swinging side slam. And then took out Starfire. Top no-sell there from Batgirl. Black Canary setting up for another Canary Cry. No backup in the corner to save Raven on this one. Could this be it? Into the pin. Wait a minute. Pin broken up. For some reason, she pinned her and then she just got up. I guess decided it wasn't over. I question that call. She doesn't have backup in her corner. It's a perfect time to get the pin. You just hit your finisher. Not going for the pin is an extremely questionable call to me. Perhaps a bit of cockiness from the Birds of Prey. Not sure what they were thinking, but oh, Enziguri catches the back of the head of Raven, and Starfire is stirring already. Which, all the more reason to believe that that was probably not the best call to make for the Undisputed Women's Tag Team Champions. Keeping the pressure applied to Raven, though. Not slowing down the offense at all. Taking her to enemy territory. But Raven fighting back, staggering Black Canary with that shot. Into a Russian leg sweep. Irish whip into her team's corner. Likely looking for a tag here. And this is what we talked about, that Teen Titans Stampede. One that the Legion of Doom was mocking and using against them in that title match and before it as well. Six-man tag. Utilizing those boots to the sternum. And, of course, punctuating with this basement dropkick. Starfire into the quick pin. Batgirl breaks it up. Billy Bowtie now very quick to jump out of the way of those moments. Butterfly suplex takes down Batgirl. Black Canary's left all alone. Calling for it. This could be the supernova knee we were talking about. Oh, reversed! Fireman's carry out of the supernova knee attempt. Catches over the spinning heel kick. Suddenly, Black Canary turns things around on her own. Raven breaking up the pin, though. No backup, as Batgirl is still recuperating on the outside. Black Canary sees that, going outside, perhaps checking on Batgirl for a moment there. I question this, going into the corner on your enemy's side of the ring. Missing the dropkick. Had Raven been back on the apron, could have easily tossed her off. That sounded weird. If you're from the UK, that means something. Kids, don't look it up. Another triangle armbar here to Starfire. Third one, working that arm repeatedly, going for that submission, and she taps. She taps. Starfire has tapped out. Birds of Prey win it. Don't think anybody saw that coming, but a smart strategy from Black Canary in this match, repeatedly working the arm with that triangle hold. We saw it several times in this matchup. Kept working it specifically on Starfire. Working it over and over and over again. Eventually, damage done. Starfire had to tap out, and the champions pick up a big win. Congratulations to the Birds of Prey on that excellent strategy from particularly the veteran Black Canary. As we move forward and head towards the Multiversal Women's Championship division, Jean Grey set to take on yet another potential challenger, Mera, Queen of Atlantis. One side backed by the rest of X-Men's First Class, the other side backed by the King of Atlantis, Aquaman, who we saw eliminate Superman in that battle royal to kick things off in that match. But he takes a back seat, and his queen takes the front this time, taking center stage as she attempts to pick up a big win over the champion and potentially put her name in the conversation for that title picture. We see the very blue surrounded Jean Grey, and not just the three members of her team, but that strap around her waist. She is your new Multiversal Women's Champion, a big victory over Captain Marvel at the Bulletproof pay-per-view. Had a big win on the last episode. Wow. Somebody very excited to see Jean Grey with This is what happens here at MFW. We get all sorts in the audience. As I was saying, though, big win. Last episode of Warzone. Looking to continue that streak. Keep her victories rolling. But Mera here has a golden opportunity to throw her name into the title picture by picking up a victory over the champ. As, of course, we just saw the tag team division attempt to do with the Teen Titans, albeit unsuccessfully. Obviously, as a fan of technical wrestling and ring psychology, the wisdom of Black Canary to continue to work the arm of Starfire repeatedly with that signature triangle armbar to eventually pick up the win, especially when her partner couldn't necessarily back her up in the corner for a pinfall to break it up. Very, very, very smart tactics from that team, but we take things back to singles action here as Mera makes her way to the ring, accompanied by Aquaman, looking to pick up a golden opportunity victory, punch that golden ticket to a potential future title shot. And then remember, after this, our main event, Lex Luthor has challenged Loki. Will Loki answer that challenge and put his qualifying spot for the Retcon-in-the-Bank Ladder Match on the line? Billy Bowtie ringing that bell. Ooh, and a drop kick kicks things off, and a very excited Iceman on the outside after that opening move. Mera quickly fighting back, though, striking with some fierce kicks. Stomping at the arms, stomping at the ribs. Never realized how similarly these two are in appearance. The fiery redheads wearing green bodysuits with gold trim. Just never really occurred to me how similar those looks are. But here we are. Oh, big forearm. That's where the similarities end, though. Very different styles, very different personalities. Although not entirely. For those who know the comics, obviously Jean Grey, that aggressive and violent personality when taken over by the Phoenix Force, versus Mera, who has been a Red Lantern, overcome by rage from the losses of her family. Ironically enough, I realized both wear red bodysuits during those altercations with black trim. Yeah, they're more similar than I thought. Anyway, back to in-ring action. The more you know, the more you know. Starlight. Fun facts. Snapple facts. Again, not sponsored. 'Cause I'm still broke. It's so hot. I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry, people. I'm trying to focus. I really am. I'm really trying. Mera, up top. Jean Grey handsprings, catches the crossbody. The surprising power as she scoop slams her challenger there in the big appreciation. Look at Iceman trying to get Scott Summers into this one. Pointing out that maneuver to the field leader of the X-Men. Elevated flatliner. This could be it. Going right to the top turnbuckle. Perhaps looking for the Phoenix Splash. Knees up! Caught her in the ribs. Perhaps should have gone for the pin after that elevated flatliner, but wanted to hit that finish, the Phoenix Splash. Mera made her pay for it. Hitting the ribs with those knees. Little shades of Bane here with that pendulum backbreaker stretch. Setting up for a trident. The his and hers tridents that both of these individuals use. Straight into the pin. 1, 2, 3. She's just beaten the champ. Mera with a big and sudden victory over Jean Grey, hitting that trident out of nowhere after following up with this elevated flatliner here. Thought maybe she should have gone for the pin, but went straight for the finish, went to the top turnbuckle, caught the knees, as you just saw there, in the ribs. And that was where everything turned around for Mera, eventually hitting that trident and picking up a victory. A big, big win for Mera. Moving forward towards the Infinity pay-per-view. Have to imagine that puts her in title contention. And somewhere, Captain Marvel is watching, waiting, biding her time, and thinking about when she should try and get that rematch back. Crowd very behind Mera's victory here, as you can see. And we move on to our main event. Lex Luthor has challenged Loki for his spot in the 8-man Retcon-in-the-Bank Ladder Match at Infinity. Will Loki answer the challenge? Will he put his spot on the line? We're about to find out. Thank you once again, always, for joining me. Remember to hit that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Add to the comments. Let me know what you think. You can just make fun of me for losing my mind during all this heat and delirium, and that's fine too. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing as we get ready for Lex Luthor here to get into that ring and wait to see if Loki answers his challenge. I am your friendly neighborhood Roman Empire, and it is always a pleasure to share all this nerdy fun with the likes of you loyal MFers out there in the YouTuberverse. It is so hot. And my brain fries every few minutes. So you reap the benefits of my insanity. So, lights have gone out, and I think it is safe to say that Loki has answered the challenge. We've talked about these two men's egos before, their arrogance, believing themselves superior, one because he is a god, the other because he believes that he has built himself up to be better than everyone else. So it is a matter of human potential and hard work versus divine power, and which one will become victorious, prove itself superior in this one-on-one matchup. So much on the line. Personally, if I'm Loki, you don't answer this challenge. You don't answer this obvious provocation from Lex Luthor. There's too much on the line. Everything to lose for Loki and not much to gain. Although we're being told that if Luthor loses this match, he cannot attempt to get into that ladder match by any means at Infinity. So it looks like that was the deal that was made backstage with the higher-ups. He can have this match. He can win that spot from Loki. However, should he lose, he has no other avenue to the Infinity pay-per-view. So looks like there is quite a bit on the line for Luthor here. But again, if I'm Loki, wouldn't have accepted this challenge. Luthor now getting bodied repeatedly from the super heavyweight Loki. That's right, his Guardian physiology brings him in similar to Thor at over 600 pounds. Oof! Big elbow drop to the lower back. A sizable disadvantage in the weight category for Lex Luthor. However, he's contending with the likes of Superman. So you gotta think he's prepared for powerful opponents. Keeps getting checked though in those attempts at those crossbodies. Big backdrop. Loki has been pretty handily in control of this match. Doesn't look to be in danger of losing that spot he's earned anytime soon. Obviously eliminating Luthor at the end of that battle royal to earn a chance at that Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase. Oh, setting up for a pile driver. Down, spiked on his head. See the lower body of Lex fold in half as soon as the impact hit. Body just goes limp once you take that sort of impact. Limbs give way. Going up to the top turnbuckle. Moonsault! Don't often see that from Louki. Louki? Louki. It's a new alternate version of Loki. Is Luke Cage mixed with Loki from an alternate dimension. Louki. He wears a yellow t-shirt and he has golden horns. And he's from Harlem. Oh, big codebreaker to the face. Loki perhaps looking to finish things off here. Working the leg. Working both legs apparently. No, into the figure four. Going for a submission here. See, I'm talking about losing my mind here. That's when Louki comes up. Everybody loves Louki. Louki Cage. Louki Cage facing. Oh! Lex Plex. Going for the pin. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. 2.9. So close to taking that spot from Loki. Not Louki, as we've established. Louki Locageson. I'm losing my mind. I don't know. I've said it before. I'll say it again. But I'm not that old. But apparently I'm getting a little light in the brain. As Luthor makes his comeback here. Double axe handle. Trying to get fired up back into this matchup. Suddenly started turning things around in the latter half of this match. Was pretty much dominated the early goings by Loki. Oh, big back elbow. These two trading counters now. Looking for the advantage. Looking to take the win by any means necessary. And another Lexplex. Into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Luthor getting frustrated. You can see it. Wondering what he has to do to put away Loki. Oh, rake of the eyes. Suddenly things turned around. Loki back in control. Tossing Luthor to the outside. Could see that sliding baseball drop kick. Loki now on the outside with Luthor. There is that advantage. If he gets a count out or a disqualification, still works in his favor. He doesn't lose that spot unless he loses this match. Obviously, I'm speaking if Lex Luthor gets disqualified. If Loki is disqualified, loses that spot. But he can have a double count out and walk away with his spot. A draw would still count. Well, he caught his face on the top rope in the middle of that face buster. Now, Loki once again has him in that corner, taking him up to the top. Here, could be looking for a high-risk maneuver. Oh, kicked away. Another code breaker. Double knees to the face for the second time, and now Loki setting up for the finish. We could see the Loki driver. He's got the arms hooked. Up he goes. Folded in half. High impact to the top of the head, into the pin. I think this one's over. 1, 2. Almost, but no. Luthor manages to kick out. Absolute tenacity, not willing to give in. Must-win situation for Luthor, and he's putting everything he has into defeating Loki and taking that spot. Dragging him over to the ropes. Could see a leverage pin, of course. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. A close one, but only a 2. These two willing to do anything and everything to get the win. Big Enziguri finally floors Loki. You see the toll this match has taken earlier on. That move didn't even get him off his feet, but now Loki floored by that same move. A surfboard stretch. Wait a minute. Loki tapped. Another surprise submission tonight, as Luthor has just won and walked away with a spot in the Retcon-in-the-Bank Ladder Match. I'm shocked. I didn't see that finish coming. By submission, Lex Luthor is your victor. And he now has a golden opportunity to go after that briefcase. Well, what's done is done. Winner is a winner. Lex Luthor's made Loki tap clean in the middle of the ring. Can't deny that victory. Both men put it all on the line. But that will wrap up this episode of Warzone. Thank you once again for coming back each and every episode and joining me for all this nerd loving. And remember, all you guys out there, that I am on your side. I can't reach out to you through that screen. That would probably be illegal in some states. But regardless, if you ever need to feel like you got somebody in your corner, just know I'm one of those people. And there are people out there in your life. It's not just me. If you need somebody to talk to, you make sure you do that, because they're willing to listen. Have a good day. Please, come back anytime.